Hi everyone, so this video is just going to be a tutorial on how to create this very bright dramatic look. I used my Huda Beauty palette, which I love, and I wanted to do like a really bright gold cut crease but kind of more rounded. It's something a bit different. I quite like how they're different to your usual cut crease, which is quite sharp, it's round at the edge. If you can see, I mean, it's not the most wearable look in the world, is it? You're not going to be wearing it to work on a Monday morning, but it's a bit of fun. And I've tried to do the liner a bit straighter than I usually would, but I really like the look of the round, like the rounded eye and the straight liner. It looks really cool. And I've teamed it with a really, really bright orangey red lip, which I quite like with the gold, but you could wear it with a nude lip if you didn't want to go quite so dramatic on the eyes and the lips. Just wanted to do something a little bit more glam because I felt a bit frumpy today. I cut my own hair recently and I've done it before. I've got a blog post over on my blog on like, it was just trim. You know when your hair, like my hair when it grows, it just gets like horrible, like really bad ratty condition. So I wanted to give myself a trim, and I did. You know when you tie your hair on the top of your head, well, it's over on the blog anyway if you want to have a look. And the first time I did it, it worked brilliantly, but just for a trim, if you're going to do it, please just take the tiniest bit off to tidy up the edges. I came back from a holiday a few weeks ago and my hair was in such bad condition and I was like, I can't really afford to do like a full haircut because if I go to a hair salon, I'm going to end up wanting to get it coloured as well because my roots are pretty abysmal. And I was like, you know what, it just needs a trim. And I just got a bit carried away. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I took like about this much off. It's so uneven. Like, I always wear my hair curly when it's this length because I think it suits me better. But today I was like, I'm going to try something different, I'll straighten it. Oh my god. It is so bad. Next time I go to a hairdresser, they're going to be absolutely mortified at the state of my hair. Like it's dreadful when it's straight, so I won't be wearing it straight again. But it's made me feel a bit like mumsy when it's this length and straight and like frumpy. So I wanted to do like a really glam makeup to make up for it. So longest story ever, but this is the makeup. And if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Oh, before we start as well, I just want to say I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video. I should have started it earlier, but you know how it is, like things got in the way and now the sun's coming down, so it's in and out, so I keep trying to like dodge the sun because I don't know if you can see when I move over here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So apologies for that, and I think I was too far away from the camera for the entire thing, so still getting there with the whole filming thing, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing and you enjoyed it. Anyway, on with the video. So I'm just starting with my primer. This is like a paint pot. This one's from High Definition, but I usually use one from MAC and just as a base all over the eyes. Then I'm going in with my Huda palette. I'm taking the colour Bay just to set that base that we've just put down. So all the way from the lashes up to the eyebrow, just to give you a nice smooth finish. Then I am going in with the colour Sandalwood. This is going to be my transition colour. So I'm taking this on a big fluffy brush, putting that in the crease. You don't have to be too tidy with it. You just want to blend it into that bay colour, and you got just to give you a nice smooth transition. Then I'm going in with slightly darker colour Henna, and you can see I'm trying to get the shape of that rounded shape a little bit more. Still blend it out though, but just in the very corner, try and keep that shape a little bit and blend into that sandalwood colour. Then I'm going with a smaller brush and I'm taking the colour Cocoa. This is going to be the darkest colour I use, and I'm taking this on a very small pencil brush and I'm really focusing it on that rounded outer corner. I'm not pulling this too far into like the crease, just very much the outer corner, so you get like a C kind of shape where normally you would go for a V. Then I'm just taking that first brush, not adding any extra product, and blending. This is a liquid metal from Illamasqua. I'm taking it on a flat brush and I'm just using this to sort of carve out the shape where we want the gold to be. So you can tidy up those edges and make sure the line between the gold and the shadow is very sharp. Then I'm taking 24K, the glittery colour from the palette, and I'm laying that on top of where I've put that Illamasqua colour. That'll keep it on all day because you've got the liquid and then the shadow on top, and it makes it really bright. Then just to deepen the outer crease, I'm going back in with the Cocoa. Then for liner, I'm using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I use this to draw on the shape, but I found that because the shadow is very emollient, it was kind of coating the brush. So I ended up going in with a gel liner to get the actual line on the lid. That just worked better with the eyeshadows. And I'm just using, this is just a brush from a paint shop, like a craft shop. I find they work brilliantly for eyeliner. Then I'm going in with my Lash Architect mascara from L'Oreal. Just make sure you've got nice big lashes for this look. Cleaning up underneath the eye with a face wipe just to really sharpen those wings. Then I'm using MAC Prep and Prime to prime my face before foundation. I'm using the Clinique Even Better. You can see it's a little dark for me, so I'm mixing it with a bit of Illamasqua, just a white foundation, and it makes it more my colour. Then I'm buffing it in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. I've sped this up because it took me a long time. Don't worry if it takes you ages to buff in your foundation. You want to buff it so it's nice and even and you haven't got any brush marks or anything. Then I'm going in with the Illamasqua Skin Base Concealer. I am applying it to any redness, so I've got some red just the corner of the eyes here from the face wipes. My skin's a little sensitive to them, so I'm just covering that around the nose. I think I've got a little spot on my head, anywhere. And then just use your finger or a beauty blender to sort of blend it in, but make sure it's a good match for the foundation and you're fine. Then I'm going in with my brows. I'm using my Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe. I always start at the bottom of the brows, try and get a nice straight line from the front to the arch. Then I'll go onto the top, fill that in where I need to. After that, I kind of strengthen the arch and lengthen the tails. But if you want to see a brow video, I can do that for you, if anyone would be interested. I don't know, I kind of find brows a bit boring to watch, so I can't imagine any of you do. So I've sped through this a bit. Then I'm going back to the palette. I'm going into the colour Moon Dust, and I'm using that as an underbrow highlight. That's just going to help that blend as well from the sandalwood colour. Then I'm going in with Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I'm taking it under my eyes, down my nose, top of the lip and my chin. You can take it on your forehead as well. I know a lot of people like to, but I have a very large forehead, so it's not necessary for me to draw any more attention to it. Then I'm blending in with my finger. Use a beauty blender if you can, but my dog ate mine. Then I'm going in with my Laura Mercier powder to set the under eyes, and this is a pressed powder from Inglot. It has a little bit of coverage, which I quite like, so it adds to your foundation and gives you a really flawless base. This isn't necessary really though if you've got dry skin. I've just got very oily skin, so I like to have something to set my makeup. Then I'm going into my contour kit by Anastasia, and I'm using the grey colour and the pinky colour mixed together to get a nice colour for me. And I'm just using this not so much to contour, but to give me a little bit of dimension back to the face, because it can look a little bit flat when you use a really high coverage foundation. Then I've got this highlighter blush thing from Makeup Revolution, and it is a brilliant dupe for this Bobbi Brown shimmer brick. I'm using that as a blush highlight kind of hybrid. It would be a great highlight if you've got dark skin, but on me it works as a blush as well because I'm so pale. Then once I've got all my makeup on, sometimes I find that my crease needs a little bit more colour. So I'm just going in and strengthening that crease again. It can get a little bit washed away once you've got the rest of your makeup on. And I'm going under the eyes with the, the sandalwood colour, just to smoke them out a little bit before I go in with mascara. For mascara, I'm using my MAC Giga Black Lash, this so nice for bottom lashes. I like it for top lashes as well, especially if you've got lash extensions. It's really nice. Then I've got these small spiky cluster lashes. They were really cheap. They were just from Daiso. They were about 7 dirhams. And I'm applying one and then sort of leaving a little gap and applying another, leaving a little gap, applying another, and it'll give you a really nice sort of spiky, fluffy look to your lashes. And they're so much easier to apply than a strip lash. So I really like these. And they're a bit different. They look a bit different to what I normally wear. I'm taking ages to apply these lashes. There we go. So once they're on, I'm going in with my Anastasia liquid lipstick in Spicy. This is super bright orange. I think I was a bit shocked at how orange it was. But I like it once it's on. It goes nice with the gold. I didn't use a liner with it, so I just used the tip of the brush just to sharpen those edges. And that's the finished look. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.